Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Volkswagen Atlas Execline in the color blue. Let's take a look. Starting up front here underneath the hood, we have a 3.6 liter V6 engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 276 horsepower, 266 pound-foot of torque, and when properly equipped, you have towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front, LED headlights, customer daytime running lights, fog lights down below. And if you look across the front bumper, especially underneath your fog light spaces, you'll find these little round nodules. These are your front parking sensors. You also have your front-facing camera smack dab in the middle up front there. Along to the side here, we've got 20-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and additional cameras underneath, which contribute to your surround view camera effect. And then on both of your front handles, you'll find this little dimple on the rear corner. We'll talk about that more as we get over to the driver's side. Moving back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top here we have silver roof rails. Approaching the back, much like the front, we have backup parking sensors the whole way across. Of course, you've got the hitch receiver in the back. You have your Atlas logo all the way across the back, and on the right-hand side, you have the V6 4Motion badge. Underneath your rear logos is where you'll find your backup camera when it's needed. To open up your rear space here, reach underneath your logo space, find the little button, give it a press, and it will automatically open up for you. Inside, we have both a second and third row seating. Second row seating has independent captain's chair, which means there's no middle seat in the center right there. Talk about that more when we get up there. Third row seating has a straight 50-50 split right down the middle. This allows each side to work independent from one another. So as you can see, you can either have your seat upright like we have it on the left, or laid down the way we have it on the right. If it's laid down, it allows you to extend your cargo space forward into the cab. Leaving it up allows you to sit more passengers in the back. For your third row seat occupants, they have plenty of their own cup holder and storage spaces. And then for your seats, to lay them down or bring them up, there is this little strap you can give a pull on, and it will coordinate with the handle. Either way, when you pull it, you'll find this little red button will pop up, and that shows you that it is ready to move. You can release it again, and it will simply settle into its position and goes back down. Across the back, we have this long black piece. It is not currently installed in its place, but this is the interior cargo cover. This usually rests in these little cubby holes that you'll find on either side right there. It will extend all the way across the back, across where the third row is here, just behind the second rows. It can extend all the way outwards, locking into place on these little hook spaces in the rear section, and it helps to keep private anything you keep stored in your rear space so that nobody can look in through your windows and see what you've got. Down beneath that, this unit does have a Muddy Buddy branded rubber mat liner for the cargo space. This is much easier to remove and clean any dirt or debris off of versus that typical carpeted interior that likes to cling to every little bit. It also helps protect your vehicle from any damage from your cargo and protect your cargo from damage from the vehicle. On either side for your storage spaces, you'll find extra deep cubbies available to you. If you're looking for your tire kit, look underneath of this little Muddy Buddy space. You'll find a handle. Lift up your false floor. Everything you need will be stored right underneath and can be accessed through this area here. Your tire is right underneath. You have your tools, and then you also see this little black mesh section. That is actually a cargo net that can be installed on the little hooks here, and it coordinates with the tie-down hooks down below, and he stretches just across this rear space right here. Helps to reduce the amount of movement of any cargo you keep in the back, and is nice for making sure you have everything in order and it's not moving around causing a disturbance. To close up your space here, you can reach up to your handle on the right hand side or just press the electronic button. Next, let's take a look at the inside. Inside, your interior upholstery is the black leatherette. There is this light gray stitching, giving it just a little bit of contrast. On the side of your seat down below is where you'll find your adjustments so that you can move the seat back and forth on the little track that you can see it is sitting on. That way people can gain access to your third row seating from the sides instead of having to go through the middle section if that is not what they're looking to do. Inside, or first off, on top, much like in the third row, you have the little handles so you can lay this guy down flat. And then on the inside of your seats, you do have armrests available, and then the door itself is styled as the outside armrest for your second row seat occupants. Looking up overhead, we have a panoramic moonroof for everybody inside to enjoy. Then inside on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats there is pouch storage. Back of your console is where you have your third zone air conditioning control panel. This is the way for everybody in the second and third rows to be able to control their temperature, airflow, and mode. It also can be controlled from up front. We'll take a look at that when we get there. And then for your second row seat occupants, they also have heated seat controls, 3 variant levels on each side. Down below, all of your charger options, and we currently have the VW rubber mats installed. Plenty of storage spaces all throughout your door here, and then we also have the Fender branded sound system throughout this unit, and in the doors itself you'll find the built-in sunshades. This guy unhooks and then rolls all the way upwards, locks it into place all the way up top in here, and then helps to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes. As you saw to begin with, this guy unclips, rolls all the way back down, and goes completely flush into your door frame. Then back again to this little dimple. This guy indicates keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you should be able to tap your hand here to lock and unlock your unit. Inside your driver's door, we're getting our first look at this wood grain paneling. You can find this in a few different places throughout your front cab space. Next to your handle is your power lock system, another one of the Fender speakers. Down below, power windows front and back. You've got your window lock. Up front is your side mirror controls, including down below the controls on the right-hand side is the defrost, and on the left allows your side mirrors to fold in with the body of your unit. So if you switch it all the way over, you'll see it folding all the way in towards you, and then he can fold all the way out there again. Down below, storage spaces, and then your power trunk release. Inside, you have power adjustable seating for both sides up front, back front up-down lumbar support, and for the driver, we also have memory seat settings up top. Hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner close to the floor. Then you have all of your headlamp controls, including the pull-out for your fog lights. Taking a look at your steering wheel, left-hand side is where you have controls for your volume as well as for your cruise control. Right-hand side, you have your radio controls on the bottom, hands-free communication, and also the controls for your dash display up top here. On top of your dash, you have a built-in storage space, and then down below is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at the menu, so you have access to your radio, media controls, app connect, telephone, vehicle, navigation info, travel link, traffic, images, sound, and general setup. Inside your general setup is everything from display, time, your language, units. You have all of your Bluetooth settings, copyright, configurations, etc. Inside of the car settings here is where you have your vehicle status, so this has more to do with your vehicle health. Then up top you have your apps. These are things you can choose to connect yourself through the App Connect, and this unit does have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, then you have the mirror link through here as well. On top on the right-hand side is your built-in navigation. This is fully touch-sensitive for you. On top on the left is your radio settings. Through here you have access to most of your audio listening, so AM, FM, and satellite radio. Then in your media is more of the Bluetooth connection side as well as to the aux and audio adapters. You have your volume control in the middle here. Underneath is your phone connection, so this is your personal device connecting through Bluetooth to the unit, especially used for hands-free communication. And then you have the voice, which is the hands-free communication itself specifically. Like we said, volume control on the left in the middle, tune scroll on the controls on the right. Underneath is your climate control center. We have dual controls. Whoop, this guy's listening to my voice as I'm giving this little instruction. There we go. So down below is where you have your climate control center. We have dual climate control up front here, so that means that the driver and front passenger could have their own unique temperature settings, or you can choose to sync it up to have it work together in unison. You can also sync it up for your third row section. Down below is where you have heated steering wheel controls, automatic start-stop, you have your 4-ways. Then you have storage space all the way in the bottom, plenty of chargers you can see all the way across the back. Then you have your cup holder space, has a little bit of ambient lighting, so even at nighttime you can see where your stuff is going. Gear shift, silver button is your push start ignition. Then you have your brake controls, all of your driving modes. Then you have your automatic park and your parking cameras. So if you give that a press, it will give you that full 360 view. You can press the button one more time to make it go away. Behind this is where you have your console space all the way in the back. Opens up, you've got a charger in the back and then just plenty of storage down below. On the right hand side, we have more of this beautiful wood grain trim that continues all the way across. Then you have a lockable glove box underneath. And then up overhead, you have your overhead lighting controls. Then you have 1, 2, and 3 for your garage door openers. There is also the controls for your panoramic moonroof that goes all the way across. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Volkswagen Atlas Execline in the color blue. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.